Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Hadouken!
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. Prove me wrong, and that'd be great.
Hello, welcome back to A Boring Revolution, your number one news source for everything in regards to The Boring Company. Hope you all well. Welcome to the show. So, there has been an interesting development in the Boring Company world, in particular in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is and will be, for the foreseeable future, the major project area for the Boring Company. This is where the bulk of the Boring Company's profits and turnover are going to come from, because this is an absolute monster of a project. I think, theoretically, this could exceed 100 miles of tunnel when they announce the next stage of the process. But even now with the current system, it is a massive, massive project. Ultimately, to build that project, they're going to need to acquire parcels of land in order to facilitate the project. And I've talked about this in the past. It is very, very important that they break this project down into various stages and use as many TBMs as is financially viable. Now, I'm not saying that they should throw 50 TBMs at it, but maybe 10 to 15 TBMs and get this thing built in the next 3 to 5 years. So they have recently, in the last, in fact, less than 6 months, have acquired this parcel of land in Las Vegas, which was formerly United Rentals. It looks like some kind of plant rentals facility, excavators, forklifts, cherry pickers, that kind of thing, scissor lifts. This is the building that they've acquired, as it were, and the plot of land around it. I imagine they will demolish that at some point later this year. But the big question is, why this parcel of land? Why here? What are they going to do with it? And I can make a fairly accurate prediction into what they're going to use this for. But basically, this is in Chinatown or adjacent to Chinatown, at this junction here on Valley View, between South Valley View Boulevard 3682 in Las Vegas. This will get demolished, and then they will start excavating the site in preparation for what I believe will be a reception shaft or launch pit for Proof Rock 3. But it theoretically could be something else, but given its location, I'll explain why. So, how do I know they did this? Because they didn't actually purchase it under the Boring Company name. Well, luckily, I have come across some information which is very, very useful. In the Open Dash is essentially a shell company for the Boring Company. And this information stipulates to me that they have acquired this 1.4 acre site for $3.7 million. Yes, I understand that is a lot of money, but that will pay dividends in the future. And they acquired it from a company called Fairgrounds Drive Retail. So where is this site? It's basically here, along this route here, and there is a projected tunnel that runs not very straight, that, my apologies, along this line here. So where is this? If I was going to describe it to you, because a lot of people said to me, Will, you don't do really good illustrations, you know, you show us these maps, but we have no idea where things are. And potentially I'm not really doing a good job of this. So just to kind of give you an illustration, it's not a million miles away from the sphere. Probably less than 5 miles away from the sphere. A lot less than, maybe less than 3 miles. What else is nearby? You have the Mirage. You have Kiss World. You've got Caesar's Palace here as well. There's a lot of places one of the more obvious places that's less than a mile and a half away is the Mirage Hotel. Now, the Mirage is a fairly famous hotel. I believe it was in in a film. In fact, I think it's in various films, but a very recent film, The Mirage. And also we have the Rio Hotel. But if you're wondering where the conference center is, the Las Vegas Convention Center, it's just up here. It's just up here. And Trump Hotel is just here as well. So why have they acquired this parcel of land? It's kind of in a strange location. There doesn't really seem to be very much there. Well, they intend to use that for a section of tunnel. And I believe they will use that as a launch pit for Proof Rock 3. And that machine, I imagine, will launch at some point next year. It won't be 2024. I doubt it. I think it's too far away from the conference centre. I think they will focus on areas south of the conference centre, but fairly close to that facility. So it'll probably be a launch pit for Proof Rock, but it might be that they don't use it for a launch pit and they have it as an emergency egress ramp at some point in the future. Potentially it could be a launch pit that then is converted into an emergency ramp. I mean, that's very feasible. I've not seen any plans for it, so I can't really confirm or deny that. I think it is not going to be a mechanical and electrical room, also known as a plant room. I just don't think that's going to be the long-term use for it. The egress ramp is far more likely. I think it could long-term initially start off as a launch pit for Proof Rock 3 and then be converted into a ventilation opening. I think that a lot of this system will be naturally ventilated. They won't use forced ventilation. And they'll just have these openings here. Obviously, they'll protect the edge of the opening, prevent people falling in there. Maybe have some kind of emergency exit staircase there as well. But that's my prediction, is initially it's a launch pit and then becomes a ventilation. It could be a maintenance access point as well as being a ventilation opening. But hey, we'll have to see when the plans are made available. So currently we are operating, currently that plot of land is just over here. Now, as you can see from this illustration, we have a lot of tunnels that are being planned. I think, based on what I'm being told, they're going to focus on this particular alignment here, potentially this one as well. In fact, I anticipate that they will focus on this alignment first. The reason being is it runs past the Virgin Hotel and then goes south to the airports. I think that is probably the most likely project that is going to be constructed. This land that's been acquired here runs along this route here, as I illustrated before. Now, what it does here is a bit of a mystery to me, because it looks like it goes up and then goes down, but it theoretically that might just be on there just to kind of show. It might actually go under there and then work its way down the strip. That would make a lot of sense to me, but really you want to be integrating what you've already got here into whatever new tunnel. There's no point having separate tunnels and then not having them link up for 18 months. You want to have it. So we'll see a tunnel here this year, I imagine, maybe to the latter end of this year or the start of 2025, and then we should hopefully see a tunnel come across here. But potentially it might then run up north past Resorts World, because we have got a connection at Resorts World round here and then round the back. But again, we don't have any plans from the Boeing company. They've not told us anything on X, and we've not seen anything from the local authority other than some plans for this alignment here. Another project that is looking to start at the moment is this one here at the Virgin Hotel. Now, I got a bit excited about this project about 2 or 3 weeks ago and really been quite disappointed in that they have actually done next to nothing since we first got some pictures 3 weeks ago. There's a Bobcat on site, but there's not really any other equipment, and really next to nothing has happened here. I was expecting them to actually maybe start assembling a TBM here, or maybe build the launch shaft or the launch pit, or excavate an area ready for porpoising. But no, that has not happened. There's been a little bit of excavation here, but not too much. So that's a bit disappointing. But overall, good times in Las Vegas for the Boring Company. There are other parcels of land that the Boring Company has also acquired, which once I've got further confirmation, I'm going to include in the video. But it's good to see that they're planning ahead, picking plots of land ready for reception shafts. A lot of these reception shafts will be built in the hotel car parks at the various casinos, so they won't need to acquire every single piece of land. They can essentially borrow it, but exciting times. And if you have any information regarding any plots that have been acquired by the Boring Company or one of its shell companies, please do drop me an email or comment below. As always, everyone, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment on the video. How excited are you about this particular project? For this land here, what project do you think it will be part of, and what do you think they'll use it for? Consider following me on the following applications or supporting me on Patreon for just $2 a month. And as always, thank you so much to my Patreons for providing support for this channel. Okay, guys, and thanks for joining us. And if you have not been, remember, don't be boring. See you on the next one. Goodbye.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Hail to the king, baby.